Hi guys, Witchfinder here. In this video I'm going to rate the playable maps that are available in the game Battle Tanks Legends of World War II. At the time of making this video there are 10 maps available, so let's jump straight into the top 10. At number 10, the absolute worst map in the game in my opinion is the Battle for Dora. This is a map that was ported onto the game Tank Force, and it's even worse in the game Battle Tanks, especially at the lower levels because the tanks are very slow at that stage. There are lots of hills, lots of water you can drown in, there isn't much cover, there isn't much to it other than an island in the middle of the map. It's just not a good map. At number 9, I've gone with the Assault of the El Querun. This is a nice looking map, but the main issue I have with it is that it is very small. Especially if you have large tanks, there just isn't much to it. There's a little bit of cover on each side and a very small square for fighting in the middle. There is a weird thing that happens as well with when you take the enemy base. There's some kind of mystical, magical block movement thing going on. I'm not sure why that's there. Nice looking map, but just too small. At number 8, I've gone with the newest map of the game, Broken Wing. This is a reasonable sized map, a nice looking map, but it just lacks cover. There isn't much you can do if you're trying to hold the defensive position in this. It's pretty much a slugfest map, so it's all guns blazing. Whoever has the biggest tank wins on this map, which isn't great. So for that reason it's low down on the list. At number 7, I've gone for the Battle for Chersonese. This is a reasonable map, it's a good size and there are small areas that you can defend. My only issues with it really is that it has uneven ground and it can be hard to get your targeting system to work. But overall it's a pretty good map, a couple of different elements to it. Bit of brickwork you can hide behind and some buildings, so not a bad map. At number 6, I've gone with the Attack on Tirpitz. This is another map that is just reasonable. There's a big hill in the middle and a track that goes all the way around it. There's little bits of areas that you can defend. There's some building areas, some built up areas, some hilly area. It's just a little bit boring, there isn't much to it, it's not a large map, but it's not a bad map, it's okay, it's nice and playable. At number 5, I've gone with Ghost Town. This is a good map, it's a good size, there's some good ravines you can hide in, there's some good hill areas you can snipe from. There's good cover in the town. There are some open spaces where you are a little bit exposed, which lets it down a little bit. My only other issue is that it's very dark. So for somebody of my age, you can struggle to see some tanks until they've been detected. But apart from that, this is a good map. At number 4, I've gone with the Great Wall. This is a very good map. It's got a lot of detail into it, a lot of different areas. It's got a lot of cover in it. It's got a lot of areas you can defend. It's got areas you can snipe from. The only issue I have with it is that depending on which side of the map you start from, you have an advantage at getting to the base first. The base isn't central, it is closer to one side. Apart from that though, this is a really good map. At number 3, I've gone with Secret Weapon. This is another very good map. It's a very good size. There are hills all the way around the outside. that you can snipe from, you can hide in. There's a lot of cover in the center of the map through the complex that's there. A lot of options you can do. You can go for the base, fight it out for the base. Just a very good map overall. At number 2, I've gone with Landing in Normandy. This is a great map. It's a very good sized map. There's lots of hills and areas to hide behind, different areas you can defend. The base has good cover if you're trying to capture the base. There are hills you can snipe from. It's very good in that it represents the era that you are fighting in very well. This is like a historical event, the landing in Normandy. There are 2 different starting points which offer 2 different playable kind of elements to the game. There's one where you start and you're on the landing crafts and you're attacking. The other starting point, you are defending that attack. So there's a bit of a story to the map, which is great. Very good map. And at number 1, the best map in the game, in my opinion, is Hope Bridge. It's a relatively new map to the game, but it's a very good map. It is huge. There are so many elements to it. The detail is very good. There's loads of areas to hide behind. You can get lost on the map. It is such a good size, and especially with the kind of slightly slower moving tanks of this game, this is just a brilliant map. So in my opinion, that's the best map in the game. So that's my top 10. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. Let me know what your favourites are, and don't forget to like and subscribe so I can keep making this kind of content. See you on the next one.